All right, kids, if you haven't figured out long and short, let's demystify the mysticism, right? There's something about everything with every culture that is correct, right? The Mazaloth, we all look at the Decans or the Mazaloth. The Decans and the Mazaloth are the same damn thing, right? The Mazaloth has 12. There's really supposed to be 13. We have 13 constellations. It's the same 360-degree wheel, parted out differently. Sorry, y'all. Slack it, y'all. So, we deal with time. Everyone deals with time. How do we look at time? We look at how the thing we're on looks like it spins when we look up, right? So, specifically when we look at the stars, we notice that at night there is a cut of the sky, a circle we can make where we, even though we go in this kind of like circulus thing, there is a center point, right? That is basically the North Star. It changes every 36,000 years or something like that, so to speak. We have some information from the people in Australia who have a verbal culture of the original, there was another North Star, a center star that we considered, right? Now we have what we call the North Star Polaris, right? The Sirius, right? The Dog Star, we use that one now, right? Because of it's closer, the circle it makes is closer to the actual center point of where we're habitated on the Earth and navigate from, right? So, that being said, before getting too into navigation, because time and navigation are intimately linked, right? Because we navigated the space we're on, the surface we're on, by the things that are above us, right? Because we couldn't be above the things we see, we can look at the things above us and navigate where we're at and relative to them, because they seem to not change very much, right? Over a period of time. Bottom line, time, location, they all are sciences that are the same sciences everywhere, right? And we get into the deities, these original cultural honor or recognition processes, right? They all recognize the planets, even in India, right? All of the cultures are supposed to reverence the planets, the deities, the aspects that control this place, from the sun, the moon, the earth, and then all of the planets, right? Even so, check it out. We'll flip it around. So we've got the sun in the center, right? Their deities, even the 9 devas, right? And we know what they are. They're the planets. 9 heavenly bodies, the deities. Okay, that influence human life on the earth. There's your aspects for astrology. What also plays into that? Each slice of the Mazaloth, the star family you come from, right? Which we believe Ophiuchus needs to be in there, because there's a star family of people in there that have certain traits that come out of it that need to be considered, right? Bottom line, also need a day for the Earth, right? And we'd be right in line with what we ought to be doing. But we are also not reverencing Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus the way we ought to, right? Because back then, they could only see those planets, so those are the ones they were getting most of from, right? And we know the Greeks and stuff after them became aware of the other deities, right? It's a power that has many aspects. In many places, it has power stored. And it wants us to consider the benefits from the places it has those things. Like instead of a centralized God, where you're like, I put it all on that God. No, this God's like, no, I made all these other ones for you to like consider, right? So you don't just blame me for every damn thing. You've got this one to work with for that. You got this one to work with for this. You got this one to work with for that. You got this one to work for this. You know what I'm saying? Like Ein Sof is the head, and everything between it and Kether, which is our planets, the top of the planets is Kether from Pluto on down. We can add Pluto onto Neptune for Kether if you want. But the truth is that's the edge of our solar system we know, right? Which is the crown of it. From it down, the mind-matter matrix comes down to us. The experience complex, all that stuff. we're supposed to consider time and authority by looking at those things. Not so much people here. This is supposed to be one of those, like the Egyptians had it right. You come and you end up, or Levitics, you have it right. You end up in any of the tiers of the existence, whether it's gross, undesirable experience, all the way up to pleasurable, authoritative experience, right? And everything in between, right? It all comes because of spiritual capacity. In every life, you don't have the same spiritual capacity, right? So we're all trying to grind on in the Dhamma, finish, right, a life that is acceptable enough to move it up to the next rung, right? Or continue to move down, right, in experience. You can even move down in experience in your current experience, and we all know that, by certain inputs, right? By doing thises or that's that we know we ought not, right? Just some thoughts. Later, beloved. Some more on the world. It has and is doing the same things. We're just not looking at it right. They've all been worshiping the planets and stuff, and it all is significant. And we don't have a single power, but decentralized powers that we can appeal to regain allotments and authorities fleeced by people that should not have them. Because at the end of the day, if they did it unrighteously, they shouldn't have them. And there should be an easy to return. Witchcraft can be turned right back upside down, guys, if it's witchcraft. We're looking into that. Later, beloved.